Hi, and thanks for watching another instructional video for CSCI 1300. In this video, we will talk about how to find the minimum and the maximum elements in an array of doubles. So we have some double array called A, which has a capacity of 5 elements, which we've gone ahead and set in here with predefined values. In order to calculate the minimum value, so to calculate the min value in an array, what we'll need to do is we'll need to set a variable min to first element in A, and then we'll have to check if each consecutive element after the first is smaller than that value. If val is less than or equal to min, then we will assign that val to be the new min value. So we'll do this with a loop. So I'm going to set up a loop, I equal to 0, I less than capacity, plus plus. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to say that I need a variable min, so I'm going to declare it out here and say that the min is equal to, make it double, since we're storing double values, and set it to 0.0. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to say that I'm going to use an if statement here. So if, let me go by my algorithm here. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to set min equal to a of 0. And I'm going to do this, I should actually do it before I start the loop because I want it to have that value before we start the loop. So if min is less than, actually if a of I, we're going to compare the a of I element. If that is less than or equal to the min, then what we're going to say is that min will become, it will be overwritten with whatever is at a of I. So if any value is smaller, it becomes new min. And then what we can do here is we can then finish the loop and see out our min here. And let's say that I'm going to say min value, and let's go ahead and print that. So we get this and this number 6. Okay, so we can see here that we went through the whole array starting from here, and we went along and we looked at every single one. We set the initial one to 8.7, and then we said, okay, is the next value less than that? No, it's not, so we don't do anything. And then we check here and we say, is this value here less than or equal to min? Yes, it is. So 8.7 is overwritten with 3.6. We keep going, right, until we get to 1.2, and we overwrite again, and that's why we're getting that value printed out here after the loop terminates. So let's talk about a max value. So how would we do a max? Well, to calculate a max, what we need to do is we need to set a variable to set of our max to first element again in A, and we'll kind of repeat the same process, but we're going to say that we're going to check if each consecutive element after that is larger than max, and if so, we're going to say that max will equal the new largest element found. Okay, so let's go through here and let's do this again in a loop. So this time we're going to set up a different loop. We're going to have another scope specific I less than capacity again, plus plus, and we need to declare some max, so let's call this a double max. Double max is 0.0, so we've got that ready to go. And before we start the loop, we need to set max equal to the a of 0 position to get the first value. And now what we can do is we can say that if a of I is greater than or equal to max, then max will equal a of I. So here we're saying if any val is larger than max, that becomes new max. And let's see here. Okay, so now we can print our max value. So we'll say max value, max, and let's print that now here after this. Let me leave myself a extra inline so that this looks a little bit cleaner. Let's go ahead and run the program again. Okay, so our min value was 1.2. So if we go up here and we go through all these numbers and we come back with a min value of 1.2, which is the last value in the array. So we basically went through every single number until we reached the end, and that's where we found our min value. And notice that we went here by assigning the max first, 8.7. And then we said, okay, is the next one larger? Yeah, so that one becomes the next largest. And then this one does not meet the criteria, so 9.2 is still the largest. And then we get to this value of 112.87, and we overwrite 9.2 again, and that's where we finish getting our largest value, because this one is obviously the min, and it's not going to be a max value. So those are the ways in which we can generate a min and a max value from using a for loop with an array. That's all for now. Thanks, and happy coding.